project, I started with a 10 by 12 picture frame that I had picked up at a garage sale, and although I did not video it, I always prepare all my frames the same. I remove the glass, I take the Elmer's glue and put it around the perimeter of the back of the frame. I replace the glass and put Elmer's glue around one more time. This serves two purposes. It helps to hold the glass in place, and it also helps to prevent resin leaks when you put resin on the other side. The resin is what will permanently adhere it to the frame once the resin has cured. Then the next day when it was dried, I took painter's tape and put it around the perimeter of the back of the frame, and this is just an extra precaution against resin leaks. Then I flipped it over and I mixed clear Elmer's glue with glitter. And the reason I'm doing that instead of resin is because I thought this would dry quicker, and as it turned out, it took overnight to dry anyway, so I might as well have just used resin. But I did use the Elmer's glue and glitter and spread it all over the frame, and then I had to let it dry overnight. And because this room was so cool, it was still a little damp in the morning. I ended up just putting it out in the sunshine, and it dried it up right away. Once it was dry, I used my Cricut to print up part of a song. This is going to be my nativity scene with buttons, and it's Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Glory to the Newborn King. And I just went ahead and put this on top of the glitter glue that had dried. Now the reason I put the glitter under it was because I didn't want the glitter covering up the words, because I figured it might be hard to see anyway because the words are real small, so I didn't want anything going on top of it besides clear resin. Then I took the angel and centered it at the top, and I took UV resin, and this is actually the Let's Resin yellow UV resin that I was sent, and I actually put that down kind of projecting out from the bottom of the angel, getting wider and wider so that it will go over the top of baby Jesus and Joseph and Mary. And then I take some gold glitter, some real fine gold glitter, and sprinkle that on top. So next I started setting up the nativity scene, and I used popsicle sticks to create the stable and just cut those up. And these little nativity buttons are just like buttons. They have the little loop on the back, but they are plastic, and you can use the heavy duty scissors to cut the little loop off if need be. And then I hid some glass from Michael's. This is what I call the gold glass, but it's really a yellow glass. And I went ahead and spread that along on the bottom. And this comes out only at the holidays. It's what I use to make my gingerbread men. Okay, and then I go ahead and I set up the stable, and I get the little nativity figures out and just go ahead and set up the whole scene. There's Mary, Joseph, baby Jesus. I have the three wise men, and the camel. One of the camels I end up putting on later. I just thought 3 camels were too many for the project, and I did end up losing one of my shepherd boys, so there's only 1 shepherd, but and 3 sheep, and at the end I end up putting another sheep on there. So anyway, I think it turned out really cute. Some of the buttons on the back I had to snip, and some of them I left on there because it kind of stabilized them in the glass there. And of course the angel is up at the top, and then I mix up my resin. The resin I'm using for this project is Let's Resin Resin. It's a 1:1 ratio resin that you mix slowly in a cup for 3 minutes, scraping the sides, scraping the bottom. I do let it sit for a few minutes to let some of the bubbles dissipate. And then I just start sprinkling it over the glass and all the nativity figures first, and then I put it up and around the corners and the edges and push it around with my spoon to make sure everything's covered. I do use the kitchen torch to get rid of the bubbles. And after I complete a project, I always come back every 15 minutes to just check for sediment, to check for placement, to retorch if need be for bubbles, and just make sure everything is okay. And I do this about 3 or 4 times after the project is done. Every 15 minutes I just set a little timer. You do need to get down eye level with it to make sure. A lot of times you can't see things from the top, and if you get down eye level you can see it better. And you should also turn your project around a little bit so that you can see it better, especially if it's a larger project. And here I am just taking the tape off the next day. It's in your best interest to remove it as soon as you can, because if any resin is stuck to it, like it had leaked it all, it's just easier to get off. The sooner you get it off, the better. And here I am the next day because I thought it just needed something more. I took one more sheep because I couldn't find the other shepherd boy. I don't know what the heck happened to him. And I just put some UV resin under it and put the UV light on top, or kind of, I ended up putting it sideways because it can't penetrate anything that's opaque. So I figured it could get it that way. And then I also put one of the camels over on the other side under the Wiseman because I thought one camel would be good, but 3 would be too many. Hey everyone. So I have been watching for the past couple months everybody creating their beautiful nativity scenes with these real cute nativity buttons. And I had 3 packages of them, and I was just waiting and waiting, trying to think of, something different to do with them. And I don't know if you saw my other 2 videos, but I did one with a globe, like in an ornament, and then one in a flat gold ornament. And so this is the 3rd one, and this is very similar to what everybody's been doing on Facebook, but I don't think I've seen anyone with the words up at the top. So I wanted to try to do something a little bit different. I hope you can see that. And then, partway through the whole thing, I realized that one of my little shepherds was missing, the one that's holding the lamb. And I don't know, he must be in my craft room somewhere, but he probably saw how messy it was and ran away. So hopefully I find him when I clean everything up, and maybe I can add him in here somewhere. And with the camel that I added at the last minute too, it does come with 3 camels if you get the buttons. The 3 wise, so there's 3 separate packages. One with 3 Wisemen and 3 camels. One with baby Jesus, Mary and Joseph, and I think maybe that star, and 1 lamb. And then the other one with maybe the 2 shepherds and some lambs and maybe the big angel. I'm not sure, but they are actually 3 separate packages that you buy. And they have them out at the holidays. They came out probably in October, and the Christmas stuff was all half off. So each little package just came to like $1.50. So they were really fairly inexpensive. So, but anyway, I have just been having so much fun watching you guys make all your different projects on mainly glass on glass, I think, on the Facebook group. So it's really been interesting. And I thought I would try it too. I've really been wanting to do it. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the project. I started using my new leveling table that I had a brochure here, the Let's Resin resining table. And let me tell you something, it is so nice to be able to set my stuff on my own table without having to move it onto the ground. Because if anyone's been watching my videos after actually, as I'm creating, sometimes you'll see the stuff sliding to the side because my tables are not level. And now I could just set it right on that little resining table, and it's good to go. So anyway, that's been really nice. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps the channel. If you enjoy the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And I think you have to ring the bell, and you'll be notified when a new video comes out. I usually post something every week. And I hope you guys all have a great day, a Merry Christmas with friends and family, and see you again soon. Thanks for watching.